less than 5. Good smooth start here for field. It's a long straightaway before they really hit that timing gate and get things rolling. Heads up FPV, going to get the whole shot, then Russell AR. On board with Heads Up FPV, he's got a good lead. We just lost Russell AR right before the double stack cube. Heads Up FPV with about a 3-gate lead over our fields here. It's the highest seed in this matchup, 7th, 10th, and 15th. So numbers getting them to this point. Have him to have a pretty good pace ahead of the field, and he's delivering here. No issues. Lap 1 done, a 34 and change. Not the fastest, but really only needs to do at this point. There's Fire Serpent across the line in second, 3.5 seconds back behind our leader. Orange Stuff running third, 2.1 seconds back from the transfer position. Of course, that is top 2. And it looks like Orange Stuff is catching up to Fire Serpent. Let's go on to lap number 3 now for Heads Up FPV. 34 and a 35. Again, flying smooth. Just collecting those laps. And where the big win matters, of course, is in that final. When we get to our final 4 for Chase Yason, match number 14. Fire Serpent and Orange Stuff now on lap number 3 as well. They're separated by 4.6 seconds, so some gapping. Heads Up FPV leading by 6.6 seconds over Fire Serpent, who is leading over Orange Stuff by 4.6 seconds. Start with a 4, down to 3 with a lap and a half still to go. And now we're on that final lap. Heads Up FPV crossing over. Then Fire Serpent FPV about 10 seconds. To watch here, see if Orange Stuff is going to be able to reel in Fire Serpent at any point. Said Heads Up FPV just running his own race with that almost 11-second lead over the field. And how about going inverted and in reverse through our start-finish gate? 4 laps in 2 minutes 28 to give the win of match number 2 to Heads Up FPV, the 3-time MultiGP champion, second overall in qualifying here in Freedom Spec. And Orange Stuff did do some damage, still going to pull up third, but finishes just 2.5 seconds behind Fire Serpent, who was in second. Say hello to our 16 viewers as we just went live on the MultiGP YouTube channel. Welcome to each and every one of you joining us here tonight. Freedom Spec Championship here on the TBS track of the 2022 MultiGP International Open presented by Team Black Sheep. We have just started here tonight. We've done 2 matches of our 14 match program. It is a top 16 double elimination, of course, and we're now at match number 3 with the number 13 seed Mondo making the trip from Missouri, finishing in the top 25 at the last 2 MultiGP championships, and qualifying 13th overall here tonight in the Freedom Spec. We have the number 12 seed Cal FPV making the trip from Florida, finish inside the top 30 the last 2 years at champs as well. In 2020 and 2021, finished 28th overall at the MultiGP Championship. Tonight in Freedom Spec, qualifying the number 12 spot over. Finished top 25 at last year's championship. Did well in the team racing last night, and here he is, qualified 5th in our Freedom Spec Championship. And Hey Jun Yu, Miaho FPV, making the trip here from Korea. We saw him hit our podium about a month ago at the Ice Storm. His first trip to America, made a bunch of money, and he is back. Do some more winning here at the 2022 MultiGP International Open. He's your highest seed in this one. It is Freedom Spec Racing. All 4 pilots pretty much racing the exact same drone with 3S batteries, and the races are longer, just more for us to enjoy. Let's go green. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. Away sweeper, almost a down and back for the entire field to get things started. Cal with the whole shot, then A-Drone, Mondo, Miaho FPV, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think we're going to see a whole bunch of position changes here. Cal was your leader at the whole shot gate. Right now he is running second. Looks like Miaho FPV has gotten himself up into the lead. Everyone else chasing him. No, he is now into second. Another lead change. Looks like Cal FPV has pulled the lead back. A drone with some issues. The backside of the track, but no one is down. Cal's got some great chase cam. It's going to be Mondo, Cal FPV, Miaho FPV, and A drone 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 1.6 seconds separating all 4 pilots as they crossed over the line. And Miaho back in the lead just ahead. Now Cal, I believe, has moved himself up, at least into second place right now. Now we're chasing Cal, Mondo, and A-Drone with connection right there. They're almost about to hit again. Both of them all up on top of each other's business here on lap number 3. Just 2.4 seconds separating all 4 pilots here. A little bit of a bobble there for Mondo. That's going to drop him down into third. A-Drone up into second. Now Mondo, you can see the chase cam of first and second right in front of him. He knows how elusive that number 1 spot is. So we come out of that big sweeping turn. Cal leading the field now. Then it's A-Drone running second. Miaho FPV running third. Mondo running fourth. Here onto the final lap. 1 more to go. That's 3 down. 1 behind him, and we lost Hey Jude, Miaho FPV, down on lap number 3. It's 4 laps, and he came down on lap 3. That was a crash. I don't think that was a lap count issue. That was a lap or course obstacle issue for him. This is the final lap. That white flag is flying as we try to bring out our checkered flag, see who's going to get to it first. Still with the advantage by a bunch here, Cal. And Cal getting across the line with a big win. That one was a grinder right there. All 4 pilots trading places up at the front. Second place going to go to A-Drone in the heat. Third is going to go to Mondo, crashing out on lap number 4. And fourth going to go to Miaho FPV, crashing out on lap number 3. And so like that, we will advance them up in the winner's bracket. Changes. And into the consolation bracket, we will take Mondo and Miaho FPV. You're back in match number 7. No channel changes, no channel changes. And you can follow along the dynamic heat sheets as they update. multigp.live/533. multigp.live/533 to be able to see our dynamic heat sheets as we go through our program. That was match number 3. After 3 comes 4. This is MCK FPV, Shames, Lehman, Manny himself FPV. On deck will be Charles, 55582, NM Grower, Orange Stuff, and Russell AR. And in the hole will be Amari, Alex FPV, Heads Up FPV, and Fire Serpent. We are gridding up match number 4. Well, question always coming in, just what is the Freedom Spec? Requirements, those being 480 gram minimum weight, a minimum of 3 LED lights mounted to the arm, 533 heads up 2207, 1960 kV motors, the HQ R38 heads up prop, an approved 3S battery with 4.35 per cell max, so no HV charging. All quads weighed before the start of each race, as well as the battery voltage checked, and remaining rules as featured in the MultiGP rulebook and the International Open Pilot Manual. No channel changes. No channel changes. I had 2 channel changes. They weren't you guys. Russell AR will be on race band 2, and he's back on in heat 5. Heads Up FPV will be on race band 2, and he's back on heat 6. Anyone else, unless I make a big deal out of it, no channel changes. We are at match number 4. This is MCK FPV's heat, your top qualifier, trying to get Iron Man and get that Iron Man win of Spec Racing. From Moju Gun, Jeollabuk-do, Korea. About a month ago, he was our champion at the Ice Storm race in Milwaukee. He's been traveling a bunch here in 2022. In the spring, he traveled to Costa Rica, along with a huge roster of international pilots. He was the champion there. One of the fastest undisputed in the world, and we're getting sent to feature him here in match number 4, along with some veteran pilots here, including the number 8 seed. That is Shames from Moberly, Missouri. Finishing in the top 75 at his first champs back in 2018. The top 60 in 2019, top 15 in 2020, and top 30 in 2021. So that's a lot of representation and a lot of big events. One to watch here, especially when the playing field is pretty much leveled here with Spec. We also have the number 9 seed, that's Lehman. We also met him in the 20. And twice in the top 10 in 2020. He was 10th overall, and last year 9th overall at the MultiGP Championship. And we also have the number 16 seed making the trip from Atlanta, Georgia, Manuel Garcia. Manny himself, FPV, the number 16 seed, is with us here in match number 4. care? Do they have a timing system though? This Slice says great race. He's stoked to see Min Cheng Kim race. Yeah, he's up in this one right here. Daniel McCulloch cheering on Lehman here tonight. We're about to go green. Do you need to change the scene, Doug? Yeah. Paul Atkins, our flight line director, just walking down the line, confirming video. And this one is about to go green. Even though we got a little bit of wind, Paul Atkins reminding all of our pilots to turn their fan on their Fat Shark goggles or their Orca goggles. Because there's some condensation in the air. Here we go, pilots. Good luck. Your ace to chase is your TQ MCK FPV. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone, less than 5. K took off. He was about third now, or fourth. Now he's definitely third. We just lost Shames, who had a pretty good start there. Lehman getting the whole shot, and that is the one to chase here as he goes to the double stack cube. Min Cheng Kim running second, and Manny himself running third. Will Lehman make a big statement? On board with Min Cheng Kim. He's got Lehman in his sights. You want to watch some chase cam. You're about to see what could be an epic pass, but Lehman doing some defense is there at the midway point there over that hurdle. You can see there seems to a tight line for Min Cheng Kim to take the lead over from Lehman, making that pass on the third to last gate. So Min Cheng Kim and Lehman 1 and 2, 9/10 of a second apart, but it's not the race to be number one unless you're the Iron Man or looking for Iron Man. You just want to be in the top 2 to advance through our brackets. Seconds back after 1 with 3 laps to go. 4-lap races here in our 533 Freedom Spec final here tonight. Min Cheng Kim already working his way through that gem fan hurdle gate section and on to lap number 3. Flying smooth as well. 37, 36 are his 2 lap times. Lehman with a 38, 39. He's actually gained a little bit of ground. He's just 3.7 seconds back now from Min Cheng Kim. And these races going longer so you can enjoy the racing just a little better. And there's Min Cheng Kim now onto lap number 4. A little bit longer now, 5.9 seconds back. Of course, the story here, if Min Cheng Kim wins all of his races through the brackets, he will have Ironman mode engaged. So when we get to the final 4, if he wins the first race, he will be the champion. Otherwise, we'll be running that final 4 repeatedly until a pilot gets 2 wins, and we're down to 2. We just lost Manny himself on lap number 3. And so this is a victory lap for Min Cheng Kim. He's got Ironman mode engaged. 4 laps in 2 minutes, 37 seconds for the win of his preliminary race match number 4. Lehman across the line, 8.7 seconds back. In the number 2 spot, Manny himself will pull up 3rd. Shames will pull up 4th. And that will conclude race number 4. Worry about here as we try and build our next group of heats here for those going into our winners bracket, those going into our consolation brackets. So it looks like just channel changes for Min Cheng Kim and Lehman. Min Cheng Kim, you're going to go to race band 3. Lehman, you're going to go to race band 2. Lehman to race band 2, Min Cheng Kim to race band 3. Those are just channel changes. And we will go into the consolation bracket. Manny himself with a channel change as well. Manny, you're going to go to race band 1 when you come back. And Shames, you're going to go to race band 2 when you come back. Just channel changes for everybody. And Manny himself and Shames back in match number 7. Min Cheng Kim and Lehman back in match number 8. And again, that's a ton of channel changes for everyone. Everyone in there with a channel change. And so if they can follow along on their heat sheets, it'd be greatly appreciated. MultiGP for 5. It's our first elimination race of the night. This is Charles 55582, NM Grower, Orange Stuff, and Russell AR. You're up. On deck will be race number 6, Amari Alex FPV, Heads Up FPV, and Fire Serpent. And in the hole, Mondo, Miaho FPV, Manny himself FPV, and Shames. Slice says that was wow. Yeah, it has been all weekend long at the 5-3 free Freedom Spec track. Yeah. Orange Stuff's got some fans watching online. Get some FPV says, get it, Orange Stuff. This is an elimination race. 3rd and 4th are done for the night. They'll finish up 15th and 16th overall. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. Live on the tone. Less than 5. First lap coming in, 35.7, NM Grower, Russell AR, 1.2 seconds back. And then you got 2.6 seconds back, 2 pilots, Charles 55582 and Orange Stuff. We're working on lap number 3, and our entire field only separated by 10 seconds. These are 2.5-minute races at least. NM Grower, your leader. No one in front of him right now. He's on race band 8. You want to watch the show down there. And uh-oh, he gets a little loosey-goosey. Does that open things up for Russell AR? Oh, no, Russell AR going down. Your top 2 with mistakes, and I don't know if that's going to be enough here. I don't know. It may be. Grower and Orange Stuff now working on that final lap. Charles is in the number 3 spot. He's 7.5 seconds back. We lost Russell AR on lap number 3. So starting with 4 down to 3. We say hello to Prop Lord FPV watching the MultiGP YouTube channel. Hey, buddy, glad to have you with us here this evening. We're just approaching the MultiGP IO. This is the team track we're hosting on. Grower, your winner, 4 laps, 2 minutes 38. And then Orange Stuff finishing up second, 2.8 seconds back. They will remain alive. They are still in the mix. And it is going to be a 533 Freedom Spec send-off for Charles 55582, finishing up in the number 3 spot. That's going to put him 15th overall. And Russell AR finishing up 16th overall after finishing 4th here in this heat. And so we're going to move up NM Grower and Orange Stuff to match number 9. No channel changes. No channel changes. We move them on up. Up next is going to be match number 6, Amari. Match number 7, Mondo, Miaho FPV, Manny himself FPV, and Shames, you're on deck. And in the hole, Fidical FPV, A Drone, Minchen Kim FPV, and Limon. So this is Amari, Alex FPV, Heads Up FPV, and Fire Serpent. Your next 4 to work. This is a winner's bracket race. Top 2 advance to the semifinal. The winner's bracket 1 spot away from the final 4. Here this evening, we're getting warmer, getting closer. Of course, tonight, the official after party is inside the Tiny Whoop tent, immediately to the south of where we sit. And tonight, the Lady Luck is sponsored by Cleveland Quad Squad. What's the Lady Luck? Well, she'll give you whatever you'll want. You need a couple adult beverages, Lady Luck will hook you up. And tonight, as you watch the 533 Freedom Spec Championship, you're feeling a little thirsty, the Lady Luck delivers. You can text message your order to you with your order. As they open up the doors tonight, they are ready to serve you. All you got to do is text Jesse Perkins. If you don't have his cell phone number, go to multigp.live/ladyluck. multigp.live/ladyluck. In there, you'll find Jesse P's cell phone number. Send him a text message, and he will get the Lady Luck to deliver to you here tonight. And after the things that I've seen, I think I'm about ready for my first Lady Luck delivery. Let me just, let's just kind of open things up here for the old text messages. See if we can get one of those deliveries and maybe talk a little bit with Jesse P here tonight. The official host and home of our after party all 4 nights. Heads channels. Everyone's on the channel they're on other than Heads Up, who's on 2. Alex FPV should be on 1. I see him on 1, but Heads Up FPV on 2, Fire Serpent on 3, Amari on 6. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. Live on the Tone. Lesson 5. Go Tone, off to the races we go. What a great night for drone racing. That long straightaway. Love to watch it right there. Wow. This is blade to blade, motor to motor racing. Also, almost camera to lipo. Alex FPV, Heads Up FPV, Fire Serpent, and Amari. It looked like Amari was almost ganged up on as he was leading coming out of the straightaway section with Alex FPV and Heads Up FPV hot on his heels. And no contact there, but that was a huge surprise. This is blade to blade. They are about to go on to lap number 2. Watch them line of sight if you're in the pilot pit tent. Look at this. Amari and Heads Up FPV side by side, 0.2 of a second apart. Then Fire to go to the semifinal, the winner's bracket. Otherwise, they're consolation bracket bound. And well, taking a look there. They're in a battle right now for 3rd, 4th, but they need to get a little closer to the Amari and Heads Up FPV show at the front of our field. And Amari leading Heads Up FPV just by a hair now. Heads Up FPV's hot on his heels, about to try and make the pass. And it looked like Heads Up FPV was trying that Min Chen Kim line, and it's not going to work. Amari is still holding off Heads Up FPV. They work on lap number 3 now. Heads Up FPV still trying to reel in Amari. Alex FPV 4 seconds back in 3rd. We're halfway through, 2 laps in, 2 laps still to go. And here we go, once again on board with Heads Up FPV. He's hot. So we did make no, we didn't yet. Amari still leads. And now they go onto the final lap. Amari leading Heads Up by 3.8. Heads Up is 4.3 seconds ahead of Alex FPV in 3rd. And Fire Serpent 3 seconds back in 4th. So pretty much 3 to 4 seconds separating all 4 pilots here on this final lap. Oh no. Into the side of the hurdle, it looked like we went with Heads Up FPV. Amari gets the win of this one. Heads Up FPV redeems himself, pulling up 2nd. Alex FPV in 3rd. And Fire Serpent in 4th. So we're going to take them up to the semifinal, the winner's bracket. No channel changes. Amari and Heads Up to match number 11. And down into the consolation bracket, we take Alex FPV and Fire Serpent. No chance. Oh. Looks like Alex FPV is going to go to race band 5. Alex FPV to race band 5. That was match number 6. Coming up, we're at the midway point. Mondo, Miaho FPV, Manny himself FPV, and Shames, you're up. On deck, Fidical FPV, A-Drone, MCK FPV, and Lehman. And in the hole, Adam Grower, Orange Stuff, Alex FPV, and Fire Serpent. Yeah, we are. I'm using it now. 3. Fire Serpent was on 3. And then just drone numbers. Many great sponsors to thank here for the 2022 MultiGP International Open presented by Team Black Sheep. Of course, our presenting partner, the Spec Race Championship, the 533 Spec Race Championship, the Freedom Spec Championship, our friends at 533. I want to thank them for their support hosting the Freedom Spec track and also helping us out with some prizes today for over 40 and over 50 championship here on the Orca team racetrack. We also want to thank our friends at Hobby Wing, the leading ESC in all things drone racing, and many, many more great parts to support your sponsor and partner, the MultiGP International Open. We also want to thank our friends at HD0 Digital Video. We debuted on the Freedom Spec track, the intermediate track, and a few more tracks. Their brand new VRX, that is the receiver system, video receiver system for hybrid analog video and digital HD0 video. And that box switches in between the two depending on what is powered up on what certain channel. And the great part about it for race organizers, just one output, CVVS or an HDMI out, and that allows one receiver to receive 4 channels, less wiring, less issues for race directors, and a great new product. We're excited to debut it here at the 2022 MultiGP International Open. Emax, the Red Bottom Boys are back with us. Our thanks to them. Also, Orca Goggles. We're on the Orca team racetrack here on the main stage. Beta FPV, known for all things micro. Of course, Tiny Whoop, host of the official after party across the way. Was that a go, Joe? Here we go, match number 7. This is an elimination race. You want to be first or second. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. Live on the tone. Lesson 5. Up and at 'em we go. It's going to be Mondo, Shames, Miaho FPV, and Manny himself. Less than 0.6 of a second after that long straightaway around to the checkered line. Let's see if they separate out a little bit. And looks like Shames going there or powered it off. He takes a knee, and that is where his journey is going to come to an end here tonight, finishing up in about the number 15 spot, 14 spot overall, down to 3. And I believe we're going to be chasing, oh, it's number 1. It's Manny himself looks to be in the lead. With, well, it's Miaho in the lead, then Manny himself, then Mondo, 1, 2, 3. Now Mondo just ahead of Manny himself. So Miaho, Mondo, Manny himself. Your running order here after 1, chasing down Miaho. Miaho's got a heck of a gear going on. Had a 3.8 second lead over the rest of our field. Didn't get that whole shot, but definitely is leading the charge. On to lap 2, still with another 2.5 laps still to go. No mistakes at this point. Over Mondo's starting to reel him in. He's getting a little closer. And Manny himself is right behind them. Only 3 seconds separating first to second. 2 seconds separating second to third. It's still Miaho FPV, then Mondo, then Manny himself. So Mondo looking to stay in the competition here. Manny himself needs to find 2.2 seconds on this track and Mondo to break our top 2 to remain in our top 16 double elimination for the Freedom Spec Championship presented by 533 here tonight. On to lap number 4, we take Miaho and Mondo. Still 3.9 seconds separating them there. Flying that spec, you're seeing that consistency. They may be a little for sure to be able to keep your opponents there within reach, as we are seeing here in match number 7, the midway point through our bracket. Looking to wave a checkered flag here in just a moment. Your 2 to stay alive. Miaho FPV out of Jam Fan and going to our checkered. And that's going to be 4 laps, 2 minutes 42. Not the fastest, but it doesn't matter. He is going to advance to match number 10. He's still in this thing. Second going to go to Mondo. He remains in the competition as well. Third in the heat goes to Manny himself. Fourth is going to go to Shames. And so Manny himself finishing up 13th overall. Shames finishing up 14th overall. And our top 16 of 533 Freedom Spec here tonight. That was match number 7. Ian Limon, you're up. On deck, Adam Grower, Orange Stuff, Alex FPV, and Fire Serpent. In the hole, Yahoo FPV, Mondo, and 3rd and 4th in this next matchup. We're in match number 8. Top 2 in this race will advance to the semifinal of the winner's bracket versus Amari and Heads Up FPV in match number 11. Bottom 2 into our consolation brackets. Not the worst, still with a chance to come back and win this thing. Of course, 3 of these pilots we saw at the MultiGP Championship in 2021, all in the top 30. Fiddy Cal was 28th, Adrone was 25th, and just inside of the top 10, Lehman in 9th. Of course, Min Chen Kim we just saw win the Ice Storm about a month ago. I texted my delivery. Of course, we're flying. I want to thank our sponsor, 533. Renowned in the industry. The frame of the 3-time MultiGP champion, Heads Up FPV, on 2 of those 3 championships. Flying the Switchback or the Switchback Pro. Now they have a Switchback Zero for digital pilots and a Switchback HD for alternative digital pilots. And for micro racers, they also got the Tiny Trainer. They had the Tiny Trainer Championship over on the micro track earlier today. I have a Tiny Trainer. I absolutely love it. So much fun to fly. It's like a real quad, but when it crashes, less damage. So much fun. Fly533.com. You can order your Tiny Trainer right now before the end of this race. Less than 5. One of my highlights of the 2021 International Open is when Quad Doc let me fly his Tiny Trainer on the rookie track. Second, not too far apart. Adrone was able to keep Min Chen Kim within reach. So we watch, now we got Fiddy Cal, Limon, Min Chen Kim, 1, 2, 3. Adrone in 4th. Just when we got to that Gem Fan section, I was watching on board with up to the front of this thing, and well, they are trying to do some big things. Win this race, go to the semifinal of the winner's bracket, and take Iron Man away from NCK FPV. Now, he is no stranger to Iron Man, the big star mock race that we hosted in China in March of 2019. He was there, and as the champion of that race, had Iron Man. Learned about the Iron Man program there, but looks like Iron Man may not be in play. He's 1.2 seconds back behind Fiddy Cal, your leader after laps 1 and 2. Our entire field here working on lap number 3. Fitty Cal leading Min Chen Kim, but go on board with Min Chen Kim. You can see Fitty Cal in his sights. You can also see Lehman inching up into that number 3 spot on the heels of Min Chen Kim. And Adrian is not too far behind him. Look at this. A second. Fitty Cal is still holding off Min Chen Kim for Ironman. Now, does the pass happen? It does. Min Chen Kim making a pass, but crashes out at the end of the straight. Fitty Cal goes down as well. Fitty Cal has a screen of black. He's not coming back. Min Chen Kim is leading still. He's still leading, I believe. And now it's on A-Drone. A-Drone is just ahead of Min Chen Kim. So Min Chen Kim was able to get past, but Min Chen Kim has A-Drone in his sights. This one is not over, but A-Drone is trying to do some offense for everybody right now to push it to disengage that Ironman mode. Through that gem fence section, Min Chen Kim trying to make that pass. And it's Min Chen Kim just ahead. Just ahead, Min Chen Kim ahead of A-Drone by 0.4 of a second. Making we're going to take a look on the tape back on that one. And that one is under an official DVR review. That one is under official DVR review. So results are not official as of yet. Which guy, number 1? It's on my screen here if you want to see it. Can you see it? While we review that, we'll be looking for Enum Grower, Orange Stuff, Alex FPV, and Fire Serpent to get ready. Yahoo FPV and Mondo, you're on. Yeah, but was that a lap? But why did he keep going? So once again, that one is under review. I don't know, that's a Dougie. Multiple things under review. I don't have those screens open. Paul can tell you. Ask Paul. Thank you. I'm good, thanks. I'm good.
Yeah, please. Crank it up. It's getting dark.
I think Lehman got the win.
Much better.
Holy guy.
So I just reviewed it. Lehman won. I deleted it. I thought it was a false lap because he kept going and then he went through the start gate.
Oh, just give us a few moments. Is Roger handy? Oh, I think I answered my own question. I fixed it. We're going to launch this next one in less than a minute. If you can pit switch, I got it. I got it. Thanks. And so, again, I just need I'm going to reset that to about 30 seconds because the results are in that last one. Fidical FPV gets 4th. A-Drone gets 3rd. Min Chen Kim gets 2nd. Lehman gets 1st. And so Ironman mode disengaged. We're going to take Lehman and Min Chen Kim to the semifinal, the winner's bracket match 11. And it'll be a channel change for Lehman to race band 4. A-Drone and Fidical to match 10. No channel changes for them. That was match number 8. We're about to go green in about 15 seconds. Just got to hit some buttons here. Appreciate your patience. This is match number 9 going green. Good luck, pilots. Arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. Deleted the lap because I watched him go around the start-finish gate twice. I'm like, oh, that must have been a misread. Happens. You cannot make mistakes when the racing is this tight. Our entire field working on lap number 4. Alex FPV was leading at the line, and our entire field separated by less than 4 seconds working on lap number 2. Much more racing to get to. Alex FPV now with a 34-35. He's your leader. 2.9 seconds back. Enna McGrower in second. Orange Stuff is 2 seconds behind him, and Fire Serpent in fourth. A second back from him, and 3 seconds off of our transfer position. I guess that's the stay alive position here. This is an elimination race. Top 2 stay alive, bottom 2 eliminated. I think about 11th or 12th overall when it's all said and done. And this one is so far Alex FPV's FTW for the win. That 2.9 second lead is about to advance a little longer. He gets on to lap number 4. White flag flying for Alex FPV. There goes Grower onto that lead lap. 3 seconds from elimination. They got to reel in NM Grower. And, of course, no one else needs to make mistakes. And mistakes made by Orange Stuff as he's now doing a turtle mode, trying to recover his craft remotely. He is going to be down. Not sure he's going to be able to recover for that. This is the final lap, but we've seen stranger things happen. Well, one thing we know for sure, Alex FPV is going to live to fly on. He's your winner of match number 9. And here goes Grower across the line in the number 2 spot to go to match number 12. No channel changes, no channel changes. And so it's going to be a 5-3-3 Freedom Spec send-off for Fire Serpent and Orange Stuff. They're going to finish up in the number 11 and 12 spot overall. Good finish for them in our 5-3-3 Freedom Spec Championship here at the 20. Yahoo FPV, Mondo A Drone, 50 cal FPV. No changes for Alex FPV and NM Grower. No channel changes. You're back in match number 12. So again, up now is match number 10, Yahoo FPV, Mondo A Drone, 50 cal FPV. On deck is Amari, Heads Up FPV, Lehman and MCK FPV. In the hole, Alex FPV, NM Grower. And the top two in this race right here, match number 10. Super excited to see a true international field once again at the International Open. Of course, in 2021, it was quite difficult to make a trip to the United States of America. A lot of countries were. And one of the first countries opened was Canada, so I had the privilege to make it to the 2021 International Open. Myself and Craven, Robert Gentel, making the trip from Costa Rica. He was able to make the trip worthwhile. No channel changer on one. And, of course, Little A, who's been spending a bunch of time in the USA representing Mexico. The three of us were the foreigners. Well, we were the three that made it the International Open. However, this year in 2022, a large roster of international pilots. Of course, here in our 5-3-3 Freedom Spec Championship, we see two pilots from Korea. Earlier today in our over 40 race, we saw a female pilot from Spain racing with us. In our micro race yesterday, I was hanging out with a fellow Canadian, a fellow Canuck, Edoc, making the trip that we saw racing and team racing from the UK. We have pilots here from Switzerland, a truly international field. Russia is represented, Germany, Yugoslavia, a true international open, of course, here proudly hosted at the Academy of Model Aeronautics in Muncie, Indiana. 1,000 acres of FPV delectable goodness, allowing us to host 8 different tracks simultaneously. And I want to thank them for their hospitality. I was very fortunate to be given a little extra comfort when I rolled in, knowing I was going to be hosting events here for 5 days at the main stage. I asked my good buddies, Drone Slinger and Matt Ruddock, I'm like, hey, can you help me out a little bit? These plastic chairs are nice, but I'm here for 5 days. So went into Chad Boudreau's office, the executive director, and took out this chair. This isn't pleather. This is real leather. Italian leather. Of course, Boudreau is an Italian name. Thanks to the Academy of Model Aeronautics. It's not just about me. A great place to host drone racing each and every year. And so excited to be back here for our 6th year at the International Open. Just awaiting a few things out in our field. This is match number 10, Yahoo FPV, Mondo A Drone, and 50 cal FPV. On deck, Amari, Heads Up FPV, Limon, and MCK FPV. Again, that is on deck. The semifinal of the winner's bracket. Then in the hole, Alex FPV, NM Grower, and the top 2 in this race right here. And before these pilots ask me in the on-deck heat, I only have one channel change on. The only channel change I've made with any pilots coming up.
There's a Ford Escape that's white in color that has its lights on right next to the tiny whoop tent. It's got a baby on board sign.
Okay. There is a white Ford Escape right beside the tiny whoop tent. It has a baby on board sign, no baby inside, but your lights are on. You may want to address that. You're going to channel 2? Okay, yes, yes. We're about to go green. Oh, yeah, you're right. Lehman, you're right. You knew. You're down with the plan. Let's go green, pilots. Arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. Good time. When I do that, I'm just scrambling. We're underway. Whole shot going to go to A Drone. He's been one to watch here. Yahoo FPV, super high seed. Also pounded some laps. Mondo won. I think he won one of his matches. Here he is, though, in the consolation bracket. And Fitty Cal, we've seen him at the front as well. Just a little bit of bad luck. But that's why we do double elimination. Get rid of the bad luck in the beginning and have all good luck and go for a championship at the end. And 4 pilots here we could easily see on our podium at the end. They have the pathway to do it. We'll see how this plays out as we have Fitty Cal and A Drone battling up front. Look at that, so close in the FPV feeds. You're hearing the oohs and ahs. It's battery to frame or camera to frame right there. So tight, no contact though, and able to keep this pressure on. A Drone and Fitty Cal around that cube section. Mondo and the other. All 3. All we saw was HD0 Cube a moment ago. As we make a big switch back, it's still A Drone, that Gem Fan section. Fitty Cal running second, Mondo running third, and Yahoo right in the mix. It could change here when they get to the line. So it's A Drone, Fitty Cal, Mondo, Yahoo. 1, 2, 3, 4. On to lap number 3. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. As they continue to try and keep that pressure on board with Fitty Cal. You got that chase cam. He sees A Drone right in front of him. Now we got a pass. Fitty Cal getting ahead of A Drone. So a switch up in her giddy up. That's a battle for the top. And again, running in third is Mondo. Looks to be just a hair back. You can see a quad in front of him in his FPV feed as well. So this one is far from done. Still with another lap to go. A Drone and Fitty Cal through the gate. Fitty Cal just ahead of A Drone by a 1/10 of a second. There's Yahoo and Mondo. They're A Drone show. They could stay alive, but the Fitty Cal and A Drone making it quite difficult to catch them here. They are on the sticks, full send, full throttle. About halfway through the final lap, lap number 4, about to wave a checkered flag to see who is going to be the 2 remaining in our top 16 double elimination bracket for the 533 Spec Championship. And Fitty Cal passed A Drone. A Drone crashed out after the pass. It got a little distracting, opening a big door for Mondo and Yahoo FPV. Yahoo getting across just ahead of Mondo. So to go Fitty Cal, Yahoo FPV first and second. They will remain alive. Second to Yahoo FPV, first to Fitty Cal FPV. And so it will be a send-off here as well. 8th overall. Thank you. Oh, my brand. And so it'll be a send-off there. We're going to give Mondo 3rd in that one, A Drone 4th in that one, just making sure that we don't have too much talking here in the sidelines. Looks like 9th overall going to go to Mondo. A good finish in the 533 Freedom Spec Championship, and A Drone inside our top 10. Our congratulations to him. Great racing, a great show there. And Yahoo was able to make that... make a pass, get by, and somehow pass Mondo. We were watching Fitty Cal and A Drone, and as soon as Fitty Cal made the pass, A Drone got distracted, he crashed, and then everything happened behind him. Everything is happening. We're going to move up to match number 12. That's a break of 1 for Fitty Cal and 2. No channel change from Yahoo FPV. We're at match number 11. This will be Amari, Heads Up FPV, Lehman, and MCK FPV. The semifinal of the winner's bracket. We're now at match 11. Whole shot rule in play. How are we going to do that again? What do you want to... Do you want to say the end of the whole straightaway? Oh, all right. Paul Adkins going to do his best to watch that start gate. And I'll be your backup, Paul. I'll watch it FPV. So Amari, Heads Up FPV, Lehman, and MCK FPV are up on deck. Alex FPV and M. Grower, Fitty Cal FPV, and Yahoo FPV. Now we're getting close to our finals. here tonight. Yeah, I got you back. I got you back. Which will be easy for me. Say hello to Timmy Tron watching the Land Down Under. Oh, we talked about the international fields here. We got my good buddy Birdman is with us from Australia. Hey, the delivery is here. Jesse P is with us. Just going to see if one of these is on, my friend. Slide on, do we have it? No, just, how you doing? There we go, because this is the camera there. Jesse P is with me. Of course, the first delivery into race control from the Lady Luck. We're delivering from the Lady Luck all night long. Jesse, we have 11, 12, 13, 14, and a couple more heats of Chase the Ace there. We're going to be done before dark. How excited is that? How excited?
Right now, all the pilots are over there. Our top 16 from qualifying late last night, and everybody's really stoked to get back into that course. But they're just as stoked about the racing. We got the live feed of you and me piped over into Lady Luck right over there.
Hey, what's going on in the Lady Luck, everybody?
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Over in the lounge, there's plenty more seating if anybody wants to chill out. All the drinks are on Cleveland Quad Squad.
That's right. And of course, here, if you want a delivery from the Lady Luck, all you need to do is do what I did, and that was text Jesse P. You can get his digits by going to multigp.live/LadyLuck. There's his phone number on that document, and you can text your order. All you need is what GPS coordinates, location, what you'd like from the Lady Luck, and that delivery happens pretty quickly. I got to say, thank you. I got to tip you.
Yeah. Oh no tipping allowed. We burn the tips.
All right. I like your
However,
style.
Taxi anywhere on the campus here.
Anywhere on the Academy of Model Aeronautics, all 1,000 acres. Need to go up to registration at the front. Jesse P's taxi service has you.
Day or night.
I like your style. Did you have a good nap? I heard you were hanging out inside the Tiny Whip tent on a couch out, even though people are screaming, Tiny Whipping all around you.
Yeah, somebody was playing pranks on me, but I need a little rest. Oh, let's fire them off.
Let's do it. We're about ready. Just awaiting word from Paul Atkins, our flight line director, that they are good to go green. This is the semifinal of the winner's bracket. They are armed. We're going green. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone. Lesson 5. Maybe a precursor to our final 4 here tonight. Top-ranked pilots and blade-to-blade racing once again is going down at the exact same time. All around HD 0. Heads up, FPV had a little bit of an issue here. That's going to put Min Chen Kim up in first, Amari in second. Now, looks like Lehman might be in the mix. It's between him and Heads Up FPV right now for third, fourth as they try and catch up to the field. They're not too far behind. There's Amari. There's Min Chen Kim, 2.6 seconds back in the number two spot. Heads Up and Lehman, third and fourth. They're only 4 seconds back from the top 2. Now, this is the winner's bracket, which means bottom 2 go to the consolation bracket semifinal. Top 2 go into the final 4 to play Chase the Ace, which is going to go at least 2 rounds when we get to it. We'll talk about that in just a few when we get to that one. And now we have had a switch up here on lap number 2. Min Chen Kim leading Amari, but not by much. Heads Up FPV and Lehman get onto that lead lap. They're 4.5 seconds back. Heads Up still in third. Lehman in fourth. And it looks like we lost Heads Up FPV. Issues there for him, moving Lehman up to third, but he's still got to find about 5 seconds to catch MCK, your leader, and Amari in second up at the front of our field. And look at this. This is getting tighter. They get to go one more lap, guys. This is going to be a heater. On to lap 4 we go with Min Chen Kim. Amari still right behind him, a second back, 1.1 back. And we'll see what great racing. There's Mari 7 seconds back from second to remain on the winner's side of this bracket. They're around HD0. They go up, down, and through. Out to the blue gate, we go with MCK. Out to the blue gate, we go with Amari. Still within about 1.1 seconds of each other. About 2 gates. In that midway point there, where we almost saw a midair, a head-on earlier. And the win gonna go to Amari on that one by 2 seconds. Yeah, that was me. Yeah. I said that was you. I said it was you. I didn't deny it. I was just waiting to see the big pass. Third going to go to Lehman. Fourth going to go to Heads Up FPV. And so into our final four, we take Amari and MCK FPV, no channel changes. And into the semifinal of the consolation bracket. That's a break of 1. So no channel changes as of yet. And we get set for your next group. This is match number 12. Alex FPV, NM Grower, Fidical, and Miaho FPV. Our next race. Who's up now? Okay, I just gotta wait till we get on that screen. It's Alex FPV, NM Grower, Fidical, and Miaho is up now. On deck is Lehman and Heads Up FPV, and the holes Amari and MCK FPV. But we do have some other things to do in that. We do have some other pilots to seed. As right now we are down to night. 2. Just got a note there from FPV Skittles. It sounds like the big race inside the Tiny Whip tent here tonight. It's going to start at about 9 o'clock. It's just ahead of dusk, so you can find the Tiny Whip tent and enjoy to watch the exciting things happening inside there. So 9 p.m. should be the start of Tiny Whip racing here this evening. So third and fourth in this one will finish up in the number 7 and 8 spot overall. Inside this consolation bracket race, we have Alex FPV, the number 11 seed here tonight. NM Grower, who was the number 6 seed. Fidical FPV, the number 12 seed. And Miaho FPV, the number 4 seed. We have the big lights up. We shouldn't need it here tonight, but you never know how this plays out. So I got a question coming in from Philip Blackstone. He says, are they weight and voltage checking at the line? And the answer, yes, each and every heat that's in the rules. Got to ensure that they are flying a legit Freedom spec. So 480 grams minimum weight. And those 3S batteries must have a maximum of 4.35 volts a cell. They're checking each and every time. I've been watching on the first-person view feeds, the FPV feeds, and seeing our crew going to work. Nope, we're good. We got full video. Good luck, pilots. Stand by. I just say good luck. All right, pilots, you're armed. Let's go live on the tone in less than 5. Great start here for the field. It's been an absolute pleasure to watch that long straightaway with these Spec quads. Almost takes me back to the very first MultiGP championship, the 2016 edition here at the, actually, which was the second MultiGP championship, but our first visit here to the Academy of Model Aeronautics. Wow, Miaho and NM Grower are blade to blade, all up in each other's business. Grower just ahead of me. No, it's going to be Alex FPV leading. There he goes on to lap number 2. So Alex FPV with a huge gear on that opening lap. Then NM Grower and Miaho, second and third, 0.4 of a second apart. They're 3 seconds behind Alex FPV, our leader. There's FiddyCal FPV onto our lead lap. It looks like we lost Miaho FPV. They're looking to see if they can see the drone. It is down. Black screen of death over here on our ground station receivers. Looks like issues for FiddyCal FPV. He's trying to regroup, refocus. So right now, in fine form, we have Alex FPV and NM Grower. I was on board with Alex FPV. It looks like he may be getting set to lap a field here. I saw a quad up off in the distance. Oh, that's it. That's actually, no. He's caught up to NM Grower. On to lap number 3. 2 laps to go. And then Grower leading Alex FPV by about 10 feet. They still have another lap to go. Now looks like another switch up. No, still Grower in that number 1 spot. Blade to blade. Now this is just for fun. FiddyCal is still in the air, but he's 16 seconds back. They try and keep up the efforts here for 1 more lap to go. White flag has flown. Alex FPV regained the lead, 0.6 of a second ahead of Grower. Over that cube section, Alex FPV now about 30 feet to the good. He's 1 gate to the good now, ahead of Grower. This is for the bragging rights. Both of them should stay alive, and now it's official. We just lost FiddyCal, so Alex FPV and NM Grower will advance to the on-deck. For the winner's bracket, Alex FPV with a hard-fought win in match number 12. Yeah, buddy. Let's take that one right there. Second gonna go to NM Grower. And so we'll rank them 7th overall, FiddyCal FPV, 8th overall, Miaho FPV. That is where their journey comes to an end here tonight. Inside the top 8, a great finish for them. And as we advance, Alex FPV and NM Grower up to the semifinal. No channel changes, just lipo changes. Alex FPV and NM Grower, you're in match number 13 up right now versus Lehman and Heads Up FPV, where the winners of that go to the finals for Chase the Ace here tonight. So much more to come over the course of this 2022 International Open, presented by TBS. Of course, tomorrow night here on the main stage at the Orca Team Racing Track, we'll be hosting the World Cup Final. Looks like from about 4 p.m. until midnight, it says. So from 4 to midnight. for the top 64. As is our tradition for the 6th year now, the International Open. That'll be broadcast live right here on the MultiGP YouTube channel. Over on the Rookie and Mega track, we're going to have Rookie and Mega qualifying system for some fun tomorrow over on our Rookie track. We've got the Global Qualifier Open tomorrow on the 533 Freedom Spec track and GQ track. That's going to start at about 10 o'clock in the morning. On the Micro track, they're going to have a Micro team race tomorrow at 10 a.m. Be great to see how that plays out as well. As we round out day number 3 of the 2022 International Open. At least 4 heats to go. Tim JC wants to know, where can we watch the Tiny Whoop race? What a great question that was. I don't know. You watch it in person, Tim JC. Get in your truck. Come on down. Especially if you come down tomorrow night. It's their tradition. That started in 2016. Nope, 2017. The very first International Open, I believe it was. No, it was 2018. It was 2018. The second International Open. Because the first International Open, Tiny Whoop was in the museum at night. The second International Open, back in 2018, the tent was at the back of the property. And, of course, Jesse P had the Tiny Whoop Championship all lined up to run at midnight on Saturday night, just as we had the World Cup Finals all lined up to end before it. And that thing went till 2 a.m. Jesse P and all the Tiny Whoop pilots patiently waiting and waiting and waiting to do Tiny Whoop racing. And so during the race, I said, don't worry, don't be tired, get some energy, get a Red Bull or whatnot. I'm with you. Became the tradition. I did that in 2018. And all of our volunteers arranged, we used to do this, a volunteer meeting every morning. All of our volunteers met at the house, the office, the HQ on Sunday morning for their big meeting. And I think it was Six Guy Marcus that looked in the window and saw me with my sunburn, my feet up on the desk. Might have been even in this chair, just passed out sleeping. But I did see the sun come up and I did Tiny Whoop. That was my first year of the Tiny Whoop to the Break of Dawn tradition. 2019, I think I saw the sun come up, and then I saw the FAI qualifiers knocking on my door to go run that race when I was in my Jeep. And last year, there was a big group. Fly and Pie Fly's dad are in that photo. Jesse P's in the photo. The whole team, Tiny Whoop. As the sun came up over the trees in the northwest, or northeast, I guess, in Muncie, we were still Tiny Whooping to the Break of Dawn, so you know that's going to be what we're doing tomorrow night as well. The official after party, after the party inside the Tiny Whoop tent. We thank again Jesse P and everyone helping out, setting up an epic course inside the Tiny Whoop tent. Captain Kazi wants to know where this is happening. Well, it's happening on your computer, bud. We are coming to you live from the Academy of Model Aeronautics in Muncie, Indiana. The center of the universe. All roads lead to Muncie. And this is our 6th edition of the International Open. We host, I'm not able to see what this looks like, but I'm going to try my best. We host on this 1,000-acre property 8 different tracks that run simultaneously. Most tracks flying 8 drones in the air at a time simultaneously. 4, that's the map. On the left-hand side, that's the schedule. So many batteries flown individually and collectively. We like to set records here each and every year at the International Open. Looks like we're about to go green. One of our final races here of the evening. Can't believe we're almost there. Stone, well, less than 5. Carb FPV asking, does anyone know the pilot name of the UK pilot